Boy.
Yo, Redirect Podcast. Here with Sonny Bamboo, June Pz. We just watched Summer Impact. It's the summer, but was the battle impactful? That's what we really need. Yo, you look like you already ready to say something.
There was definitely big moments, man, but obviously it ended with a major letdown.
So, all right, let's just go in the order that the battles happened. Because I didn't want to ruin it out the jump. People at home like, yo, I wonder what happened.
I'm not spoiling anything, right?
You might be. Yo, you know how many times we do these joints and people like, yo, you guys are quoting bars. Stop. You're ruining it. I'm waiting till it drops on YouTube.
It's retarded.
So, all right, yeah, don't watch recaps if we spoiling it for you.
Right.
Yeah, so anyway, the first battle of the night, E-Hart and 40 versus Jazz and Official. I had that battle being a 2-1 Jazz and Official because of teamwork. I thought it could be a 3-0 if E-Hart and 40 and have no teamwork. How did y'all feel going into it?
Yo, the first round, I feel like when 40 came out, she was like spazzing. Like she was like the highlight of the battle. Like it's crazy how downhill she went.
The mailbox shit?
Yeah, the mailbox
like,
delivery
you shaped like
shit.
a mailbox. That's why niggas fuck with your delivery.
Everything in her first round was like she was hitting, landing everything. You feel me? Her and E-Hart came out swinging, but then like the decline was so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, did it go how you thought it would go, Sonny? Of course you didn't.
I walked in a little bit late, but y'all, when I walked in, I missed the first round, but y'all were like, yo, 40 killed the first round. I was like, cool. And then the second round, I feel like they kind of messed up a little bit. They stumbled. 40 and Hart stumbled a little bit on the second round. But then the third round, man, like, I don't know. I was telling y'all as we watched it, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody, like, forfeit a round like that. Yeah. Like, I've seen a million times dudes fuck up, even on, like, the third bar. Like, that happens. But, like, just being like, nah, we're good. Like, because they didn't even start, right? The third round?
Nah, not at all. 40 was like, oh, nah, we ain't got it right. We ain't got it down pack. I ain't doing this shit.
Crazy.
And then, remember she was arguing with E-Hart.
Crazy.
So, I want to say two things for y'all at home to understand this. First round, Official and Jazz went first. It was hot. 40 E-Hart went. They were getting, like, 40 was looking like the MVP of the shit. She was getting so crazy. And then towards the end, there was, like, kind of a stumble. So people were kind of like, you could call it a tie. You could give the round to them. I thought they won.
I feel like they won before the stumble.
Yeah, I thought they won way
even before the stumble.
So even happened.
If you want to count that, cool. You know what I'm saying? So I will understand that. What people will say 3-0, but I don't see it as a 3-0. I see it as a 2-1. Like first round, it was clear for Jazz and not Jazz, it's 40 and E-Hart. Yeah. So.
Well, let me ask y'all just curious if 40 and Hart had gotten the first two rounds, but the third still happened the way it did, how would you feel?
That was nasty, though. There's certain times that if it's kind of close, you can't do certain things.
Yeah.
They would have had to, like, super fuck them up and just be like, because they ain't say anything. They literally gave up.
So was it clear based on, like, what they were saying before they, like, said fuck it, that
no, they
40
didn't say
was
anything.
The one?
No, all right, so
I'm saying, like, you could hear 40 kind of talking though, like right before it ended.
Right.
But I didn't really make out exactly.
She was kind of going back and forth with E-Hart, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, they didn't spit any bars.
I know. I'm saying like what their conversation was.
Yo,
I feel like
I heard was 40 said something about like
she was like, I ain't doing it. Like if we ain't got it down pack or like it ain't right.
No,
I
think 40 said let's. Like, fuck the teamwork shit. Let's just spit our shit separately. Mm-hmm. And E-Hart was like, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where it came out.
Yeah, they had like a disagreement before like the round happened.
Man, I was really excited about that one too.
Yeah.
And then the second round, Jazz and Official came back, right? Because 40 and them were stumbling, but even before that, it seemed like Jazz and Official.
Yeah, like Jazz and Official, they got better like every round. You know what I'm saying? Like, their first round, they came out like, all right, it was cool. But then second round, you know what I'm saying? They started turning up. And then the third was like their best round. So.
I don't want to make the battle about 40 and E-Hart choking because Jazz and Official was dope.
Yeah. I don't want to shine the light on that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I remember Official had this line in the first round where she was like, I'm from New Orleans. It's in my genes to be better than them. That's how a bitch from the boot cut.
Yeah,
like,
that was
niggas
fire.
went crazy off that shit. I mean, but like it became the whole narrative. I feel bad because the whole narrative is gonna be 40 fucked up.
Of course,
it looked like 40 let the team down. That's what it looked like. It wasn't. It's not really a thing on E-Hart's character. It's more like people were saying like, yo, E-Hart should have teamed with Misfit. What the fuck was she thinking?
Yeah,
that was like the number one comment.
I feel bad for E-Hart. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of like held her back from like her career a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With this shit, this was like a big.
I think when people
like,
see
moment.
it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's 40's fault." That's what I think, because that's how everyone was acting anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But shout out to 40 though, because she was looking good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? that
So
I see you.
The polls have it. 52% of people have Jazz and official 2-1. 33% of people have Jazz and official 3-0. I thought it was 2-1. Jazz and official with 40 and E-Hart taking the first round. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but fuck it, shit happens. The second battle of the night was NWX versus EFB.
Every fucking bar.
Yeah, and it went
Geechee
exactly
and
what I
Rum.
expected, man. It's exactly how I expected it to go. Just the teamwork, the dynamic, how comfortable and used to working with one another they are. It's just too much. You know what I mean? And Geechee and Rum were dope, as I knew they would be, but they just didn't have as much of a comfortableness and like
they ain't had a chemistry that NWX had.
Yeah.
There was a moment when we first started watching the battle where me and you were talking, and we were like, NWX is dope, but like we've seen them battle so many times. It's like, what else could they really do?
Yeah.
And then there was a part when they were like, leg up, Dirk shot, hardest step
Yeah, that
back.
basketball shit was crazy.
Bro, they brought out a dude dressed as a fucking tree, man.
He called him Tree Chigati. That shit was hilarious.
We were like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's what it was. Leg up.
Your man really went to the shop talking about, like, y'all got any tree costumes? Like, I don't think they made that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, where the fuck you find that shit? Right, that shit's crazy.
I don't think, and I think like if you know NWX, you know the type of bars they were spitting. It was a great performance. There was even like when they would say something like something that's a bar, something that whole shit. It was like maybe like 30 bars and everything was on point.
Yeah, it was on point.
And like, to me,
it's just flawless, man. Like, because it's not
there
just
was
like
there was a team, like they're in sync. It was crazy,
and it's
like,
not even bar for bar. It's like word for word sometimes. And we're like, do that, back, that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so tight, and they do not fuck up. Like, their shit is, they prepare so well for that shit. You know.
And yo, the crazy thing is, so y'all know at home, NWX without a shadow of a doubt won the first round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I saw people being like, yo, EFB's bars were better.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
But then they were saying NWX did everything else better. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even like, it was on point. Second round, I thought they won the first 2 rounds, but EFB just did better in the second round.
Yeah.
Third round, would you say EFB won the third round?
Yeah, if I give them any round, it would be the third round.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think we would all agree that out of the 4 of them, Rum has the best pen. So it doesn't shock me that some people might say, well, they had better bars. And I would expect that with Rum being on that team. But I think that with the 2-on-2, man, like the dynamic and the energy is just that much more important than just a 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's hard, I think, to win a 2-on-2 battle with just bars if you're going against somebody that has chemistry and energy like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it was. And a lot of people are trying to judge 2-on-2 battles like they're 1-on-1s. But the biggest thing here is the teamwork aspect.
Right.
It's like you can't be like, oh, his bars was better, and they had no teamwork.
Yeah.
Another battle happened like that, which we're gonna get to. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. But as far as this battle goes, I think there's a lot of people saying EFB won. But
what does that even stand for?
Every fucking bar.
Oh, okay.
I think NWX won 2. You got to give them at least
2-1.
They won the first 2 rounds.
The first 2 rounds, clear.
Pretty clear to me.
In my opinion.
Pretty clear to me. But I mean, by no means did Geechee and Rum.
But some people just like, just straight bars and shit, like line for line. You know what I mean? So I can't even be mad if somebody say,
yeah, absolutely.
Every fucking bar won or whatever.
I think the most popular line from this joint was when Rum Nitty said, "You ain't on shit. Pole lift, keep raving. I'ma snap on shine, glow stick." That seems to be the one everybody's talking about right now. The poll has it. Damn, 42% of people saying EFB won 2-1. 40% of people saying NWX won 2-1. Damn. And 1,700 people.
Damn.
All right, next Hitman and John versus Goods and Clips. Now this was, I remember when Hitman and John battled each other.
Yeah.
I remember like John hyping it up and me be like, yo, this like even though John's name is lower, this is low key like a perfect battle. They both kind of like the same type of height, same type of aggression. It don't look like nobody's.
That was John's big shot.
You know what I mean?
That got him to a whole new level.
Right. And I thought that this kind of brought it full circle, and it was the reason why. Just because it was like a natural chemistry when they were battling each other, it was the same type of, because they have the same demeanor, it was like the same type of chemistry as soon as they teamed up.
Yeah.
It looked like I thought it would when I saw it. You know what I mean? First round, Hitman and John went crazy.
Yeah, multiple remixes went in. That shit was crazy.
They did like every secret move.
Yeah,
I like how they started the battle with like their battle, like from Summer Madness 2, like how the quotes from their battle and shit. Yeah, like, they flip each other's shit, and like the whole control the room shit, like that shit was fire. That Hitman did, and then they did the remix, and then Show Out comes out at the end. Like that first round was
oh yeah, that was a line when John was saying that Good's son Clips, and he was saying that like, yo, you was mad when Jims was talking about your sister.
yeah.
Saying that like Goods was Clips' dad.
Why you didn't get mad when Jims was talking about your sister?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but then they kind of ended it with Show Out coming out and then being like, yo, like, you're not going to do shit if we talk about your daughter. And like Show Out was like, you know better than that. Or whatever he said.
She was fire.
So, and then Goods and Clips, it wasn't, like they started off mad funny, but it just wasn't as good as the last time they battled Arsenal and Suge.
It wasn't the same. It felt real lazy at times. You feel me?
Yeah.
First 2 rounds were real slow.
Yeah, real slow, real lazy and shit. Like I was kind of like disappointed with like their performance and shit. Like it didn't take till like the third round for Charlie Clips to finally, and then it was him by himself at that. You know what I'm saying?
Clips came on in the third round, but before that, it was a little bit slow.
And then Goods spit the whole second, right?
Yeah, but the second round
felt like they had already been like, all right, let's do the first round together, and then you do a round for the second, I'll do a round for the third.
Yeah, exactly.
And at the end of the day, like to me, it came off like out of all the teams tonight, they really just were not as focused as everybody else. Didn't care as much as the other teams. But Clips did kill it in the third. He had some shit in the third.
So y'all know, first round went how we said. Second round,
second round wasn't good on either side.
Yeah. Well, second round, Goods rapped like 80% of it himself.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't really.
He wasn't getting booed or nothing, but people just kind of like whatever. The third round, Clips like snapped.
Yeah.
I mean, just mad. He had at least like 10 to 12 bars where everybody was going crazy.
I'm gonna tell you though, one of my favorite. I think it was the first because they killed it. Hitman and John killed it in the first, but he said the shit about shit about Clip's dad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And something like if Big Gerald does yell out, it was like, that's cool. I'm cool with them yelling. At least I know my dad not telling. Something like that.
Yeah,
that was
cold.
That was one of probably the top 3 lines of the event, I'd say.
It was cold.
Nah, and the Hitman.
I didn't do it justice. Like I don't remember exactly.
Check my bank account shit. You know
that was
what I'm
tough
saying?
too.
Oh yeah,
that
like you can't talk money.
You can't take money like
That was tough.
We all know Hitman gets $8 million a battle and then gets paid to go on tour with Nick Cannon. So
yeah, you can't talk money with that man. He in a different bracket now.
So John and Hitman, I thought, to be honest, 3-0.
It might be for me. It might have been 3-0. I'd have to watch it back, but definitely at least 2-1.
You know why I thought it was 3-0?
Charlie made it debatable.
No, but here's the thing though. What we just said, Clips rapped the whole third round by himself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, it's a 2-1-2. The whole point is y'all supposed to say something back and forth.
Yeah.
I think the only thing Good said in the beginning was like, I'm gonna let Clips go. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I thought because it was no teamwork, that made me subtract points. Clips passed. I feel like Clips saved himself from looking like he didn't prepare. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
But I think I like, because I didn't think Hitman and John was bad in the third round. I didn't think it was bad. Their worst round was the second, and that's the round where it was
That's right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The first round they came out crazy. The second round wasn't all that. The third round, I remember, it was better than the second.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, you can look at it was like a 10-8 first round. You know, the second round is debatable, but then like a 10-9 third round. I mean, if you give it to Clips, like he didn't like they weren't trash in the third round.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't clear in the third round, but it was clear in the first round that John and Hitman got it. You know what I mean?
So another thing is because we put out the footage of Hitman crossing Cortez and like everyone's going crazy. Yo,
the way hit the floor.
Hitman said what he was supposed to. He was like, "Y'all see what I did to Cortez last night? I'm trying to drop a nigga again."
Bro. But NWX had a bar about that in the battle previously, the one right
DNA
before that,
said it,
and like the way they set it up was fucking hilarious. DNA was like, "Yeah, be on the ground like Cortez," and he like was like planking on the ground.
You know what's funny is Cortez and his mans. That's the funniest part about that. Cortez took it like a champ, though, man.
Yeah, he been
my guy, Cortez. That's my guy, man. It just like the way the Earth would set it up was like to have plate tectonic shift to make him fall at that moment. Like nobody.
Nah, because he was already catching heat from the females in battle rap for that little comment he made on Twitter. Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I know. What did he say that? There's
he
no
was
pretty
like,
girls.
yeah,
He's like, I need girls that like battle rap.
He's like, I need bad bitches to start liking battle rap because like all our fans is ugly and shit or some shit like that. Like all the girls like went on strike.
I do not approve of that message.
They put like Haitian voodoo on them and shit, and then he fucking fell versus hitting like the next. Like that shit was crazy.
What a crazy look.
Bro, I didn't even realize it was him. I thought everybody was just going crazy because Hitman crossed some random dude up, and then it like hit me like a couple hours later on my like 400th watch.
Oh, you watched it mad times? Even though you
I mean, not literally 400 times, but like the fifth time I watched it, I was like, wait a minute, you know. And I think so. I saw like a comment. Somebody was like, "Yo, Court got done dirty" or whatever, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's fucking Cortez." I was like, hell no.
Yo, Sonny was literally like, "I was like, who's that white guy?"
He's my man too, but like that made it 10 times funnier. I was like, yeah. I mean, it would have been anybody on, you know, any of the homies. I would have laughed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit was crazy though.
So yeah, I think everyone agreed with us for the most part. 62% had Hollow and John 2-1.
You mean Hitman and John?
Hitman Hollow.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Holla. I was looking, it says Holla to Don.
Holla to Don.
Holla to Don 2-1. And Goods and Clips.
I give him credit too because there was a way better team than I would have expected.
Yeah.
John
I
and Hitman.
I like the energy.
I'd like to see them team up again, like in the future.
So let's talk about Marvin Quest versus Twork and Shotgun.
Man.
First of all, Twork and Shotgun. Is it safe to say that they're possible MVP candidates for the event?
Yeah.
You mean their team having the best
performance? They're in like top 2. You know, you already know who the other is. We'll get to that later. You know
I don't know. I think that John and Hitman might have had a better performance.
Better than Twork and
I mean,
Suge?
I'd have to watch it back. I don't remember like being like blown away by their shit. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing. Don't get me wrong.
Dog.
Sonny,
I saw your face
when they were doing that.
After Marvin Quest first round. You were just like, you look sad, bro.
I was sad. I was a little disappointed.
Let's be real.
But
the whole battle rap community was sad. I saw people tweeting out crying emojis.
Let's just be completely honest though about that.
They let Nas down.
First of all, clearly Twork and Suge won the battle. They won the first 2. You can't debate that,
body
right?
bags.
Now the third one you could give to Marvin Quest, right?
I think they clearly.
But here's the thing: like at the end of the day, man, like Suge and Twork are so much more popular in URL and in front of that crowd. That, like if that is a quiet room battle, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna look as lopsided. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think they bodied him.
Yeah.
You think bar for bar it was that? I'm not saying that Marvin Quest clearly won bar for bar.
Marvin Quest came in battle chest and steams last time, right? And the crowd ate that shit up. They loved him. You know what I'm saying? Like they had better performance, better like material that battle.
But I mean, you agree obviously that Suge and Twork are bigger in URL than Marvin Quest are. I mean, obviously.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And I feel you that on the last battle, like they did get the crowd on their side, but this time it just didn't happen.
No, but it was their lines of performance.
Yeah.
You really think
wasn't
that
as
the
good as
material
they were.
was that much worse than the chess shit?
Yeah.
That they had against chess?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right.
No, they
ain't even
had
like a
3
haymaker.
lines against chess and steams.
I remember the PG shit was fire.
Right.
Yeah, the PG shit.
Gilbert
Arenas.
The PG shit.
And then it was like, the first 40 starving. That's because the second
48.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
Like, it just, Marvin Quest is like.
So, long story short,
first,
you
right?
feel like their material.
Yeah, they went first.
Their material was just not.
It wasn't good.
Okay.
And I didn't think it was that good until the 3rd round. And then, if their
Well,
third
they
round was
started out
first,
strong in the third.
if their third round was first, I think people
momentum
would have been going more
switched,
crazy.
yeah.
People would have been mad hype.
I agree.
I don't think they would have won the first because it was too much going on.
Yeah.
But dog, just so y'all understand at home, Twork and Suge, it's like they played off each other fine. Like I didn't imagine them just doing mad teamwork like that.
Yeah.
Like there's a thing where like Suge laid on the ground. Twork jumped over him, caught the alley-oop, and he was like, "That's that Space Jam."
Hit him with the leapfrog.
Like that shit was fucking crazy.
When Suge like crouched down and like stayed that. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
They're doing like
is he
football
good?
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it took a minute. It wasn't like he was down there for like 5 seconds, which is like an eternity. In battle.
Twork was probably like, yo, get down a little.
Yeah, right.
I can't make it over.
Big ass nigga.
I was like, yo.
But I think even when you're talking about like the crowds eating him up, like Twork had some dope bars when he was like, you think those niggas from the Momentum? Well, they gave me just the energy I needed. Like, that was
well, I mean,
hard.
at the end of the day, that's the thing about Twork is that why he is so effective and so big right now is because he's obviously got crazy presence. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But his pen is crazy too.
Yeah,
like he's not a guy that only relies on presence. He got it both. He got them both. You know what I'm saying? That's why he is in the position that he's in.
No, and I'm gonna be real, Sonny.
This is like my bad. Yeah.
I think Marvin Quest. I think that their first round was the worst round I've ever seen them spit.
You know what?
I agree.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, and those are my dudes. Like, I feel like you're going. Like, again, I'm not. I said this when we did the predictions. Like, Twork is gonna be hard to do. I mean, he is super duper popping right now, right? Like, Smack loves him right now. That crowd loves him right now. Marvin Quest needed to come out with like the hottest shit they've ever written.
Right, that's how I felt.
And
the way Marv was talking and all of them was talking, like, you know what I'm saying? I was expecting that. I was expecting them to come in and like just kill shit.
Right.
And, like,
what was it in the third round that they started with that was so strong? Because they had some shit.
They had like a story, like the angles that they took. It was like a story that about Twork and Suge. I forgot what the story was.
I know they had some shit about Trick. Was it like them saving his life or whatever?
Oh, yeah, he was like Suge hollered at him and pulled him to the side, like, yo, can you holler at Trick?
Yeah. But the way they told it was funny. It was like shit.
He's like the goons is out, something. You don't want them to come see what you about, some shit like that.
That's how I expect. When I was watching the third, I was like, yo, that's how they should have started the battle.
Yeah,
it would have been more exciting. But another line that happened in this battle, I think the battle ended at this moment. Is in the second round, and Twork was like, I need that Capital One, and just snatched Mars' pockets and was like, what's in your wallet? And that shit.
Well, I don't know about. Yeah,
I mean, it's been done by them every battle. They snatch pockets.
I'm not talking about the pocket tab. I'm talking about that bar has been.
Well, what did I say when we did the predictions? I said,
but don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that like that's void from being hot because it's been said before. You can't even do that in 2019. There's 8 billion battles out there, and like everything's been.
Yeah, that line wasn't like an.
Yeah, I'm not like accusing him of like taking that bar or anything. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, just so y'all know, fuck up what I was about to say. This shit was filthy. It was a 2-0 body, and Marvin Quest saved themselves with a good performance in the third.
Yo, but it's like a slight edge at that too, like by like a fucking hair.
Yeah,
like, you know
but this is what happened
they
too.
Edged the third maybe.
Yeah. They got the third, but it was also due, even though their third was good, it was due to the fact that Twork and Suge, they literally they did the take turns thing, like they didn't spend too much time on the third.
Yeah.
If they took as much time on their third that they did on the first two, we still be talking about it. The whole blog would be Suge and Twork.
Yeah.
Best 2-on-2 top 5.
Yeah, like the first two.
You know what I'm saying?
First 2 rounds crazy, and then the third, like you said, it was like a Charlie Clips and Goods thing.
I'll tell you, based off their performances tonight, I think Suge and Twork versus John and Hitman would have been.
I was just about to say
serious.
That. They should have did Marvin Quest versus Clips and Goods. And Suge and Twork, John and Hitman, it would have been a better show.
The energies would have matched a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
That's the main thing. Like the one thing, even though in the predictions I said Marvin Quest would win, that was based off me being like, yo, they're vets. They've been through this. They've seen every type of situation. But I did say that if pocket checks start getting crazy and pockets start getting snatched, I don't know how they're gonna like.
It's fucking soul start flying and shit.
They should have took Clips and Goods, and I think that would have been better for both teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Twork and Suge 2-1. I think I'm interested to see what people said on that poll. And then I give Marv credit when he said Suge would be on the bottom, like it's grandma's Kool-Aid.
That was dope.
People saying 52% got Monstars 3-0, 36% got Monstars 2-1. Damn.
Niggas is savages.
I mean, I can see why people say that though. Honestly,
the 3-0.
Yeah, I can see why people say that. Because after the first round, it looked like a 30. How many people do you think was like, oh, this is over?
Yeah,
and like, just went and grabbed pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty wild to say that, for anybody to say that Marvin Quest won the battle, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's pretty, it's pretty clear that Suge and Twork won.
It's clear. It's a clear 2-1.
I think Marvin Quest would
at
be
least
the first one to tell you that. I mean, it was, you know what I mean?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
So this next battle, I want to do this like round by round. So instead of just like Sam, who did it all together. So it's the last battle: Guns and Cake versus Hollow and Lux.
Yeah, you can't start it off with the Guns and Cake.
Guns and Cake, bro. It makes me feel uncomfortable hearing that shit. Though.
Really?
What?
Cave life.
The fuck are you talking about?
I wouldn't name it, but their whole thing was, Chess said it. Yo, niggas talking about that Paul shit. Guns and Cake, nigga. That's money and guns. Y'all niggas know exactly what we mean. Fuck you talking about? I'm from Cortland. I'm from Cortland, nigga. From Cortland Ave, nigga.
All right.
Don't play with him. He's from Cortland Ave. You're
first
shout out to Umpi.
Yeah. So first round. The first thing I'm thinking is, Chess and Rock only have to be mad aggressive and just have a decent round that got people clapping. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that would be, I know, cake clapping. Shut up. But they came out and Chess tried to fight Hollow's mans. I'm from Cortland. So everyone's like, yeah. So we like, oh shit, the energy is crazy.
The energy was crazy, starting off. And
so
shit. Lux was hyping that shit, looking at the camera and shit.
So they whole first round, crazy energy. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Hollow and Lux go, I'll just let y'all take it from there. First round.
At the end of the day, the battle went. I mean, and I know you want to do this round by round. That's cool and everything, but like, all three were fairly similar to me, and it was what I expected. And it was like aggression in bars against just more creativity, originality,
the whole package.
Just like Hollow was saying, man, just levels. You know what I'm saying? Just levels. They were way more outside of the box with their approaches and their angles and shit like that. You know
what's crazy? I think that Loaded Hollows did so good that even if Surf was to be there, that they still would have lost.
I agree.
You know what I think? I think there was throughout this battle, there wasn't like a competitive like tension. Like, oh, who's gonna win?
Right.
It was kind of just like we was watching them perform and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Hollow, I mean, they had tons of it wasn't just like a couple moments where they like did some shit. Like they had all sorts of like different things that they did. The first round,
I thought it was
like the hoodies.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just. There was a good like 4 or 5 different, like, if you want to call them gimmicks, but just like things.
Hollow walking off and he's like, "Oh, I'm at the bar getting drinks."
Yeah,
shit like that.
I mean,
shit like that. That shit was funny.
Tons of things they did, and it just made, especially with the 2-on-2, man, it makes it more dynamic.
Yo, Lux with the whole schizo fucking dance shit.
Man.
The whole.
Hold on, you're skipping ahead.
They had a bunch of. They had a lot of tricks up their sleeves, and again, with me for 2-on-2s. You know what I mean? As long as it's not corny, the more of that kind of shit you have and the more dynamic your performance is, the better. Like, I want to see a show, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to just sit and listen to bars when it's a 2-on-2.
Well, if we're being real, though, we all knew this coming into it.
Yeah.
That's what I expected.
And that's why when I saw Rock and Chess say that Surf wasn't coming out in the battle, I was like, yo, that's a mistake. Because even if everybody knows and it's obvious, it's the show, the showmanship of it. People would like, it's like when Hollow battled Joe Budden and all we wanted him to do was talk about Joe Budden's baby moms and everything obvious, and he thought too hard. To me, it was kind of like that. Like, just bring him out, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was writing bars while he was in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, Surf should have came and gave them at least 10 bars.
Nah, I feel like he should have came out like and did the third round at least. You know what I'm saying?
By himself.
Yeah, like, and Hollow seen him. You know what I'm saying, in the crowd and shit. You saw in the battle, like, Hollow.
I don't know if he was just saying that, though.
Nah, like, he dead ass. Like, I saw him. He whispered to Lux, and he was like, yo, Surf is here. And then he looked in the crowd, and he was like, yeah, Surf, you want to come out now? He tried to kill it before.
No, that would be me, because all the shit we heard from Hollow and Lux was probably, like, a bunch of shit that they might have had mixed with mad shit they had to come up with in a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Surf got on there.
Yeah, that's credit to them, bro. I ain't hear not one Surf bar till, like, the very, very end. You feel me? From Lux and Hollow and shit. Like, they dead ass changed, like, their whole material and shit.
They did have the whole scheme about his 725 shit.
But that was at the end. That was like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
they gave, like, 8 bars for Surf at the end. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of what seemingly new material. Yeah. And I think a lot of the planning could have went the same, but it was like...
There was a early bar, I think it was like in their first round, like the 4th or 8th bar, was something with Chess, and it was super tough. I think it even had Chess like in the actual punchline. Like,
in the first round.
Yeah,
in the first round they had like that change shit. That's like the only highlight I remember. Remember, like, they dropped the change. No, not the change. The shells, like
that was
shells
Chess
dropped.
and Rock.
What are you talking about?
That was Chess and Rock. Yeah, I'm talking about something that Hollow and Lux said it like early on in the first round that was like directed at chess. And I think it even like the wordplay had the word chess in it, and it was super tough. I don't remember what it was though. It was like the fourth bar that was super early.
I don't remember that
we were
bar.
all just like, ugh.
But one joint I want to give Chess and Rock credit for is in the first round. Chess was like, "You preaching ass nigga, you leaning ass nigga." Hollow always find his way back to the activists. That shit was hard. I think that was their best line in the first round. Chess
was wigging in the first round. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was sounding hungry. Like, you know, like the.
But here's the thing about the first round. Hollow and Lux, they didn't go like overkill crazy.
Yeah.
They showed teamwork and they showed charisma and they showed like mad creativity. But it wasn't like they had people just like jumping around the venue.
Yeah.
People were just like, ooh, ah. It was like all-star game handles. You know what I'm saying? So what I think is, and I know y'all probably won't agree, I saw a lot of people being like, yo, you could say Guns and Cake won the first round.
Nah.
I don't think so.
I don't see it.
But like their whole argument is gonna be, oh, but they went mad hard, yo. They barred them niggas. Because what did Hollow do? Now, I like this. I'm sure y'all liked it, but everyone might not like it when he was like I trust my partner, and he fell back.
That was the shit in the first round.
Yeah.
Yo, when Lux like picked him back up, that shit was like a ballet, bro. It was like, it was like
but can y'all see the argument for someone being like, yo, that wasn't hot?
Of course, I can see somebody being like, yo, it's corny. I'm trying to hear bars. Like, if that's what you like, I feel like
I've seen people tweet that they thought that the Diamond Tester shit was cringeworthy and shit. They was like, oh, we didn't like that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
they didn't let him use it.
Yeah,
he tried to use it for like 35 seconds, so he had to burn it. There's 35.
It's all
at the end of the
bro.
day, man, like there's different kinds of fans that want different shit, and like I get it, and that's fine. Like it's all subjective. It's you know, it's the art form. Like some people like one kind of style, and some people like another kind of style. And those are the same kind of people that might even that definitely actually would say that Rum and Geechee won.
Right.
Because it's
it's preferences.
Exactly. It's all preference, and that's cool. Like it's all good.
There wasn't that big of a gap in between.
Look, I feel like URL is like this, right? Like there's fan favorites, right? So as long as that fan favorite, like he doesn't choke and he gets to his round and it's like a solid round, there's always gonna be that argument for people who are like, yo, Rock won.
That's why people like me like judges. I feel like niggas need to know. Yeah. I feel like when someone can't tell you lost and have it be without a shadow of a doubt, the ego gets too crazy.
Exactly.
Then you get niggas doing shit like not coming with third rounds.
Facts.
My shit is just
that's a result. Yeah.
I feel like I'm old school to a point where it's like when I look at a rap battle, like I'm thinking about it like from like the fucking like shit in the schoolyard where it's like whoever like people are going home that day talking about, yo, like this is crazy, like with the, you know what I'm saying, like regardless of somebody like breaking it down on some like super duper like nerd shit, like the triple entendre here, you know what I mean, like mathematically breaking down bars, it's the vibe and the feel and the energy in the room on like who got clowned basically or who got shitted on, you know what I'm saying, and like at the end of the day, like that's who I feel like wins a battle is like whoever like that energy is shifted towards, you know what I'm saying, like the energy in the room.
Just to paint a picture for y'all, I want to talk about the second round for a second, because there was a talk we was having where Chess and Twork, like they were doing ill teamwork shit, but it wasn't like the bars didn't go with the physical actions. Yeah. Like there was a time where like Chess did a gun thing like this, and then Rock picked his hand and swung, and I was like, yo, it's about to be crazy, but it was just like a bar.
It fell flat, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Hollow.
It was when Twork went into the crowd.
It was two different things. Oh. That was after, but the first one was when he went like this and he just swung his arm back. Yeah. And I was like, yo, is he gonna
do something?
Come in and break dance a gun or something?
You know
what I'm saying?
Break dance the gun. But Blicky the Bland.
But yo, and Hollow and Lux's second, like Hollow came in. Well, there was a thing where they said something. It was like Lux was doing like wordplay about like you about to keep it official. You about to blow past these niggas. And Hollow like unzipped his shirt and he had on like an official uniform and he brought out the whistle and like ran past them mad fast and blew the whistle. Yeah, it's like they put in all that effort for that one line, and I thought it was ill. And then I think the thing that in my mind that just shut the battle down like it's over when Lux. I don't know. Did they have a line saying there was a battery in his back? Was that how they set it up?
Oh, the energy sold separately shit?
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
And he was like rapping like.
I remember he winded him up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was doing the whole break dancing, like schizophrenic sketch shit, and then fucking like he went down, and Hollow's like, hold on, and I'm gonna wind you up. He brings it back up and shit. Like that shit was crazy. Like the creativity in this battle was amazing. Like
Lux literally rapped like he ran out of batteries and his power was dying.
Right. Down. Yeah. Like, and I appreciate Hollow bringing the best out of Lux, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I feel like Lux beat Verb, like that wasn't like the Lux that I'm really accustomed to and shit. So to see him bounce back, like, yo, this is like the best Lux I've seen in years.
I feel like on that note, it was like the Lux that is easier to digest in the moment too. Because a lot of Lux performances, we all know you have to like watch it a second and a third and a fourth time and you pick up shit, right?
This one he kind of
one it wasn't as much like that, and that didn't take away from it. Like you knew exactly what was happening. Like
he worked the crowd more because usually Lux doesn't work the crowd. Like he doesn't really care with the crowd. He writes for like, you know, for the camera or whatever, for you to capture it later. You know what I'm saying? This time he's like, nah, fuck it. Like he, you know, like I said, he was dancing and doing all kind of crazy shit. Like he was feeling himself in this battle. Like he was looking mad comfortable.
They were just so comfortable.
Yeah, they was mad comfortable. Like they was up on mountains and shit for like a whole month. Like, you know what I mean? Like they was ready for this shit.
But you know what I think?
But look, I can't be biased though.
I know you was gonna say it.
I can't. Right? I had to put it out. But like Lux did fuck up in the second. You feel me? And he kind of got saved on some shit.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like they bought time. Like you know.
I think I missed.
That was smart. That was mad smart.
Tell me again what happened. I think I wasn't like I was like looking at my phone.
All right. So basically, Lux was like the crowd was going crazy over something.
Yeah.
And it was one of like a mad long reaction. So he was like, yo, like you could tell he was kind of like, yo, Hollow, where we left off?
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was asking Hollow and shit, and Hollow just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
He seemed like he was in the moment.
Yeah, in the moment and shit. He's scrambling and shit.
Hollow Hospital, give it back.
And then some random dude in the fucking on stage saved him. Like he just was like, yo, don't record it.
It looked like he was like, yo, my man's do something, buy a minute. And this man was like, yo, stop recording. Everybody was like, nobody's recording.
And then you hear,
and Lux was like, oh, I got the feel.
Wow.
No. Lux tells Hollow after that, he's like, yo, just pick up from this part. Like telling Hollow, like, you know, and that's why Hollow started rapping. Like Lux was supposed to have like a whole segment, and I guess he forgot it. And then, you know, some people called it, some people didn't. But,
if that's really how that played out, that's genius of that dude.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, that was mad smart.
It was mad perfect. Like it worked in Lux's favor. Like so, like, you know what I mean? Like thank God for that dude, because if not, then Lux would have like.
I don't even think he came with him. I think he literally was like smack man or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, it ain't going down like this.
Stop
filming.
That shit was mad funny. But they picked it up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you count that?
No, hell no. That's a strategic move.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? If you forget your bar and you just be like, oh, go ahead, Jersey.
True.
That's gonna count against you. You find something to do and then pull out a whole.
There was one no filming away from this happening. I'm like being like, oh fuck, hold on.
No, I think he would have got it.
Let me get it together.
I think he would have got it because I think what he was telling Hollow was like rap from a point where I can pick it back up.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like when you're in a 2-on-2, like the thing your partner says is like a mnemonic device for you to remember.
Yeah.
What your shit, like if you pick up the rhyme scheme and shit like that. But also, I want to say that I remember you saying that you thought like midway through the battle, you was like, yo, like Lux is like the MVP of like his team.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, Lux carried the battle. Like,
but I think after watching it, I was like, yo, it seems like Hollow had mad at the concepts, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna set you up and you throw it down, because there was some shit Lux was saying where I was like, that's some shit Lux wouldn't do on his own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like Hollow,
and that's what I meant by like, I appreciate Hollow bringing that out of Lux.
Yeah.
He made him step out of his box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even like when there was like when Hollow was like, yo, I said
that
Doing,
mutation.
this was a mutation.
Yeah, that was fire.
You know what I mean, that was hard. Yeah, third round. I mean, like Chess and Tay Rock. Like, what if you just sit down and close your eyes and just think what Chess and Tay Rock looking like battling together was? It was literally whatever you just pictured. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad at all. It was just like there was battling.
No surprises.
They was battling the most charismatic people with the most original lines, probably in battle rap history, and they got all the charisma and all the creative lines.
And salute to them. They did that on what, 2 weeks notice? You know what I'm saying? And then
absolutely.
I respect Chess, because Chess, remember in the battle, he was like, you know what I'm saying, I write my own shit. Like, I ain't use none of Surf shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? So for y'all to come up with 3 rounds, 2-on-2, in like a week and a half,
crazy.
Well, we didn't talk about the most iconic part of the battle, which is gonna roll into what happened after this battle. Is that in the 3rd round when Hollow and Lux go, Hollow's like, yo, I'm gonna step back and let Beloved do his thing, and Lux pulled out a gray hoodie. And went in, like, super lyrical for 50 bars. When,
right.
What'd he say? He was like holding the desert like quicksand.
That was
let that sink in.
That was fine.
You know what I mean? And people were going crazy. Like, I knew that whatever battle he pulled out the gray hoodie, all he had to do was like associate some words together and be like doing his shit, and people would be like jumping out their seats. But he did, like, he actually had dope shit.
No, he did. Like, Lux, like I said, this is like the best Lux I've seen, bro, in a while.
And then he was even like,
probably since he battled Hollow.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Then probably
maybe, man.
Then he was even like, yo, Hollow, like, come get your rocks off. Hollow's like, yo, I'm at the bar.
I'm getting some drinks at the bar. You feel me?
The part I think we got robbed of, and I give Chess and Tay-Rock mad credit, because I feel like even though it was mad tense energy in the beginning, I feel like after a while, like in the 3rd round, like they was watching them, because Hollow and Lux, there's a part where they battled each other.
Yeah.
And like when they was going at each other, Tay-Rock was like, get that nigga Hollow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like as fans, they weren't worried about the time. You know what I mean? They were kind of like, yo, like, this shit is classic. Like, we want to see this too.
I mean, there was no tension, like, throughout the battle. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was pretty much
just in the beginning.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think that was just kind of hyping it up.
But I'm from Cortland. I'm from Cortland Ave, nigga.
Yeah, Chess was on his shit, man.
I was like, yo, please don't fuck
Chess
up the battle, dog. Please don't fuck up the battle. But
not yet. And then they closed it out with battling each other again too. Hollow and Lux.
That was a dope idea.
That was crazy, man. Like I said, like their rounds felt fresh. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard some fresh ass rounds like that in like.
I mean, at the end of the day, here's the thing. There was a high bar for them. Everybody expected a lot, and they. I
feel like they exceeded my expectations.
And you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of pressure, man. Like to meet those expectations, let alone exceeding it. Like that's what's up, man. So major salute to them for that.
The one part I was like, damn. When Hollow came out after Lux did a gray hoodie thing, it was like, yo, like, it's your turn. Came out with the I'm Not Excited hoodie. Yeah. And then they were like, oh, time. I was like, and then Beasley gets on stage and he announces the venue's kicking them out.
Yo, I'm tight.
Murderland versus Dark Life.
Yo, man. That is a huge disappointment for me, bro. Like, extremely. Like, I wanted to see Mook, you know what I'm saying, do the 2-on-2.
Like, the event wasn't too long.
Not to mention, you had the only hometown team, you know. Like
he brought that up, and I was like, damn, I ain't
too bad,
right.
Man.
And then Pz is like my favorite new cat, man. And to see him not be able to get that opportunity, and
you know, and at the end
rough,
of the day,
man. It's rough.
You wonder like what went wrong, right? And it's like, did they establish this window of time they had, like the, you know what I'm saying, beforehand? Obviously, I'm sure that they did discuss this with the venue. Like a lot of times when you throw battles, and I can't speak on like these huge smack events, but like the big issue we all know is battlers show up so fucking late, man. And like that's what, like, it's supposed to start at 2, shit starts at 4:30 because you don't have everybody there yet. You know what I'm saying?
But this one, I thought it started at a good time. Like, I didn't think was mad late.
Yeah, but the people in the crowd didn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they were staying there from like 2:30. The shit didn't start till like 4.
Well, they said the stream wasn't going live till 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it didn't start till like 4ish. You know what I mean? So
that's better than some previous joints, though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But like, I have mad empathy for the shit because, like, of course, I've thrown events where fucked up shit happened. Yeah. So I can't be like, yo, y'all niggas need to do this.
100%. You know I'm not coming down on anybody. Yeah. I've been there a million times. Like, I get it. Like, and it's frustrating, but you know, it's really too bad because then.
But I look at it more so on the fan side too, though.
Of course.
Like you gotta look at it like this, bro. Like, you know how many people probably paid to come see Mook?
And that's the thing. You can't just go outside the venue and do that because you have 2,000.
He ever battle in Charlotte again?
Ever. That's like his first out of town game, right?
Once in a lifetime thing, yeah.
But he did. Wait, did he? No,
he never battled.
He never battled in
Charlotte. But I thought
I'm saying anytime he's been every time he's been on URL, I believe it's been in New York.
Every time. Yeah, they couldn't just like go out and do the battle.
Even though RBE shit was in New York,
because there's 2,000 people. If there's 200, even 500, you might be able to pull that off. But you can't do that with 2,000 people.
Well, there's a lot of battles in history that have been ruined by trying to do it at like outside, and there's a lot that have been saved Like for instance, a good one is Nestle and Ilmac.
Yeah.
That was dope as hell.
Yeah, but again, it was like 200 people.
Cassidy Disaster.
200 people.
Big K and Calico. I mean, not Big K. Ill Will and Calico.
Ill Will
and Calico.
Yeah.
That was. I thought that was a perfect setting for that battle. You know what I'm saying? But like, if footage, if they come out, because they said they might refilm it. They might. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna put it on the VOD.
That shit has to go down tonight. It has to.
Let me ask you this though: if you're Mook and Calico, are you like, because we were talking about there's a difference between a big stage and battling in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Are you like, even if we do it like at the hotel ballroom or something and just put battle rappers in there, is it like, are you like, nah, son, like that's new material that I would have to write? Like, would you risk? Because we all agreed that like this battle, even though 2-on-2s usually don't affect your legacy that much, for Mook, like the fans are wavering on him so much that it's like he needs a strong performance.
Right.
Like if you were him, would you be like, nah, I'm not doing it unless I know the situation I'm going into?
My favorite legendary Mook performances.
That's how I feel like Mook would look at it.
Like Mook, like when I think of my favorite Mook performances, it's like
Party
J Mills,
Artie.
a little bit smaller. Party Artie, smaller. Fucking Serious Jones, smaller. You know what I'm saying? When I think of some of the ones that I wasn't quite as into, like Iron and
it was all big stage battles and shit.
yeah, what bigger stage? So like in my view, it might have even like worked in his favor to have like a smaller. You know,
the only person out of all of them that I think would suffer from doing it in a smaller room is Briz. Because I feel like when Briz be like, yo, the machete did this, it's like meant for a big crowd to be like, oh.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Doing that in a small room.
Yeah, but Briz come from that spit that heat cloth, man. Like that was used to be a small room.
No, I'm
bro.
just
like,
saying when he says bars like that, it will have less of an effect.
No, I got you.
In a big crowd.
I got you.
Not that he couldn't do it,
Yeah.
but it would like soak some of his powers away, I think.
But see, and I feel like it's the opposite with Calico. Calico was like a big room type of dude. You know what
But
I'm
look
saying?
at him
Like,
versus Ill Will though.
no, yeah, like it was
I mean?
fire, but I feel like his energy, Briz's energy, like T Top, like
Yeah.
Mook, like that shit is made for a big stage. It's not meant to be a fucking small room battle.
I didn't see that shit happening. And like usually when we watch pay-per-views, I'd be like, "Yo, this shit is going too long. It's 2 a.m. Why are we still
I didn't see
watching
it coming
this?"
either.
It was literally like
Yeah,
10, it was literally like 10
o'clock, right? Yeah, it was
You know
10
what I'm
o'clock
saying?
Yeah, but I mean, you know what happens is that the venue has another event that night
going on, and they had to like get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
And somebody even said, and I'm sure this is true. They were, I think it was like Jay Black. He was like, yeah, they offered him money. And they probably offered him like 5 racks.
Yeah, they
You know
probably
what I'm
did.
saying?
They probably like
they
that.
offer him more than
They're
that.
making hundreds of thousands of dollars off these joints. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, you know.
It's unfortunate, man. It's very unfortunate. Me as a fan, bro. Like I was really hoping to see that battle.
I wanted to see Mook probably more than any other single artist that night. Or tonight,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
me
saying?
too.
I wanted to see Hollow and Lux, but I didn't know how I felt since it wasn't Surf in the battle. I didn't know if it was gonna be like.
No, once Surf got taken off the battle, like
Yeah.
it kind of like my hype went down. But
Yeah.
I still wanted to see Load of Hollows and shit like that. But like I've been wanting to see Mook and Calico. When that was announced, I was like, oh okay, shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know. Oh,
And-
we didn't talk about this. Did y'all have Hollow and Lux 2-1 or 3-0?
3-0.
3-0.
36% of people 2-1, 44% of people 3-0, 18% of people Guns and Cake 2-1. So the everyone is saying, the majority of people are saying 3-0 on that. But yeah, man, I would like to, like 2 hours from now to get like a tweet from URL like, if you purchase the pay-per-view, go on right now. We filmed it in a garage. I'll be down to watch that shit.
Oh yeah.
They
have to, bro, because then it, like even earlier today they had like issues with the pay-per-view too and shit. You know what I mean? It took us.
Logging on.
The logging on. Like everybody couldn't log on to like the third battle and shit.
We almost missed the first battle.
And then we lost the battle, like one of the main events. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something got to give. You know what I mean? Like and the battle has to go down tonight. I don't want to wait for like the next event to see the battle. Like
Right.
So in an instance like this, what you think is proper compensation? Not even for a fan that bought the pay-per-view, but for a fan that like went there.
It's a tough call, man.
Like what does a company do?
call.
give him like a 30% discount on the next event or some shit like that.
They said everyone that attended got a free
Yeah, but see,
VOD
that
to watch it, and it's gonna have the Mook and Calico battle on it. Is that enough?
You can't do what you're talking about because it's not gonna be back in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
The biggest issue to me was like.
Yeah,
was when Sonny said
how you gonna tell fans like North Carolina like oh well here's a VOD you feel me
Oakland, you know what I'm saying?
like you can't ain't really no way to fix that, bro. Like
crazy,
that shit, the venue like dropped the ball. I'm not gonna say URL did,
Well, I mean, you can't really point the
It's
finger.
nobody's
You
fault,
don't
yeah.
know what happened, but like if the venue told them 10 o'clock, that's it, and that was the contract, and like they had another show that night, like you can't blame the venue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's,
mind you,
it's
this
business.
for y'all that don't know, this literally happens at every rap battle event, regardless.
It's happened a million times. I mean,
Every
it's
single-
nothing new.
Yeah,
you know?
it's nothing. Usually, it's just like they let you go.
But let's put it like this, though, right? The event started at 4. If it started at 3, like how it was supposed to, then that leaves 1 extra hour for the Mook and
right,
Briz, Dark Life versus Mook and all that.
right.
So let's just look at it like that too. If it started an hour before, like how it was supposed to, then we would have had that battle. But yeah, fuck it.
That's what it
I'm
is.
sad.
Can't
man.
cry with spilled milk, man.
I want to see Murderland and Dark Life, man.
I want to see that shit, bro. Like, I was mad hyped for that shit.
Yeah, you're probably wondering
We're
why.
talking like 15 minutes about the whole subject and shit.
Usually we're a little more hyped than this, but I'm sad.
Yeah.
Signing out, yo. Redirect podcast. Man. It's the Rec. It's Sonny Bamboo and Joe Face, man.
I ain't know, man.
Hold it down, man.